Aloha, you guys. I don't know how this is gonna work out considering I've never put one of these tripod thingies, suction cups on a glass, and my phone is heavy as hell. It's a Note. So we will see if it'll survive. The dog. I've got a lot of questions on the dog, on the beauty channel, and on this channel. So I'll go ahead and I'll mention what happened to our puppy, because something happened. We're gonna do curbside pickup because I needed to go grocery shopping. I have my Wild Fork order coming in. So it'll be at our house between 9 and 12. All right, I had to check in for my order. The dog was freaking fantastic. You guys already know I was deathly allergic to the dog. I get a rash with cats, and then with dogs, I just hives, itchy inside and out. My throat closes up. Eyes swell up. Hideous, okay? Tai wanted a dog. Juan's always wanted a dog. We didn't want to have a dog and not be able to give it attention or the love that it deserved, because when you get a dog, it's going to be a part of your family. So, oh, my curbside is here. Yay. Hi, morning.
What's the last name?
Guillen?
Yes. And are we good with the substitutions today?
Yeah, I approve
Everything?
those. Yep.
Everything in the dog?
Yes, please. Thank you. So what happens con el perro, right? I was doing homeopathic treatments so that I wouldn't get like an allergic reaction. Weird enough, it freaking worked to the point that I could go 3 days without doing the homeopathic treatments and I was not reacting to the dog. So somehow I was becoming like immune to my allergies to the dog. The dog was inside and outside. We had a crate that he would be outside pretty much all day. We would bring the crate in and he would be inside with us overnight. He did the whining, the crying, fairly normal. There were people who said, well, the dog is only 8 weeks. Obviously, he's a baby. He misses his mom. Mom. Why would you take him away from his mom? People don't listen or don't want to hear the backstory. They hear what they want to hear. Look, the way that we got the dog was our nephew, Chris. You guys have seen Chris in like vacation vlogs in the past. Stephanie, Chris, Samir. They were at a park. It was Chris's birthday last year. And they were prepping the park. There was a whole gazebo and they're decorating, they're doing their thing, they're unloading all the pickup trucks and blah, 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 putting up a bouncy house, all this mess. A guy comes up and says, I have these dogs. There were several dogs. He goes, I can't take care of them anymore. They're getting big. I got to get rid of them. Samir already has 2 dogs. So Samir was like, yeah, no, I can't do this. Like, can't take another dog. But they knew that Juan and I wanted a dog. And if anything, this was a German Shepherd mix. Samir goes, Juan, there is a guy here. He's giving away these dogs. Which one do you want, the boy or the girl? Now they're FaceTiming. Thank you. When I come out of the bathroom, Samir's like, decide boy or girl. Because he's just giving them away. And we're like, you know, Juan's like, I don't know. I would have to get there, the this, that, and the other. And I figured this is the one and only opportunity. Because a German Shepherd mix, I mean, German Shepherds are expensive. That's one. 2, this is a baby. Meaning that we can train him, you know, to live with us in our home our way. Plus, it's a little dog. Cam is still little. It'll work. Like, they'll grow together, you know? I jumped the gun and I was like, the boy. Lovey-dovey. Everything was amazing. Judge was like the puniest, babyest little thing. He should have stayed with his mother. That was not an option because the owner or whoever the guy was, he was getting rid of dogs. I mean, I think it was like only 2 or 3. I took Judge, and then other people took the other dogs. We register him. We got a license for him because in Florida you absolutely need to. We were considering chipping him, but they said we had to wait till he was at least 16 weeks. We took him to, I was gonna say the pediatrician, to the vet. We did everything, brought him up to speed, made sure he was perfection. Damn, lady, you coming out real fast. Everything was fine, everything was great. We spent so much money making sure that everything was up to date, everything was good. He needed whatever food he needed, whatever medicine he needed, everything was a-okay perfection. Judge was great. Around month 4, that's when my nieces, my sister, my mom, all of them moved in. Come July, I don't know what happened. He started getting very aggressive, but I will tell you that dog most definitely got big, and he got big fast. At one point, we had to go to the animal hospital. Ty had him on the leash and he's running. And we just, you know, took him out because it was going to rain. Ty done this before. Puts the leash on him, takes him outside of the lanai. He's running back and forth, but he has a lot of like, what is it? It's loose. So it's not like he's tight or anything. It's one of those leashes that kind of like retract, you pull and retract. So Ty's just sitting in one of the seats outside of the lanai and letting him do his thing, letting him run around, go use use the bathroom, get your little cardio in so we can bring you in before it starts raining. Next thing you know, we hear this wailing, screeching sound from the dog. I looked out the freaking window and I just see the dog kind of on his side, and it looks like he can't breathe. And I ran out. Juan ran out. I see Juan grabbing the dog, and when he grabs the dog screams. I mean, this was way scarier visually than what actually happened. He ended up fracturing the bone that would be his elbow, I guess, in the front. We took him to the animal hospital and they had to put a cast on him, this whole thing, and they said keep him in the crate. Do not let him run. Don't let him put any weight on it. That dog, they gave us medicine, and poor Judge was high most of the time for a few weeks. Like high. Yeah, we had to keep him crated. The crate was big enough, so that was not an issue. By week 4, maybe week 5, we started to notice that he was getting a little aggressive, which sucked. And we would try to give him his love and be like, no, and all of this, that, and the other. It was at a point where the dog was slowly getting even more and more aggressive. You would come outside, he would bark at you and jump on you. So now we can't enjoy our backyard because we understand that he's going through something. But at the same time, I'm fearing Miss Cammie. Because Cammie, at that time, she was 2 and she's still, sure. I was like, I can't risk him jumping on Cam and maybe getting her face or something. So we would stay inside. The only one that would really go outside was Juan. And then whenever we did go out, we would make sure he was in the crate. So it was like a negotiation between who's gonna be out, the dog or us. It was a weird situation to be in because he didn't have full freedom anymore, and neither did we. I wanna say this was like around August, September. Juan lets him out. His paw seems to be fine, although he should still be in recovery. Homie was running around doing his thing. He didn't seem to be in pain anymore. He was happy to be free. So the dog is, running free, super happy. Juan goes ahead, lets him out, and we had the doggy door. So he knew how to get in and out of the dog. We trained him how to do that. We trained him how to sit. We trained him how to lay down. So we were working and being patient with him. Juan is inside of the lanai, and I think he was cleaning his crate. I'm inside once again with Cam. We hear the dog freaking out. I'm thinking he hurt himself again. Now the dog is like on one side, on the right. Juan was on the left because that's where the hose is to water things down. So I looked, I hear the dog freaking out. I look, I see Juan from behind the lanai. He's walking towards the dog, like to see what the hell's going on, because the dog's freaking the hell out. Next thing you know, I see Juan on his knees and Juan saying, let go, Judge, let go, Judge, let go. And then I notice that Juan goes like this and the dog is just attached. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I quickly, once again, give my Cammie to my sister, and I run out, and I'm like, what the hell? So I obviously am not gonna come around. I went the quickest way and I go that way, and Judge is just clamped on him. I see blood and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And Juan's like trying to get the dog off. So I said, just grab him from behind really tight. He should let go. And then at this point, like, I don't know what to tell you. Let's put him in the crate. I immediately called animal control because I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. Juan had blood coming out, marks all over his hand. His hand started swelling. The dog, although he did let go, he was put in the crate and he would not stop barking. Like, we don't know what to do. So I called animal control. Hilarious enough, here in St. Lucie County. I called animal control and they automatically transferred me to 911. And I was like, they were like, 911? So I was like, oh, I was calling animal control. They're like, yeah, but they're closed. I did not know animal control closes. I've never had to call animal control. And I said, okay, well, we have a problem. We have a puppy. This is his age. Everything is up to date. Blah, 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 blah. This is what happened. They said, is the dog loose? I said, no. We managed to get him in the crate. But like, what do we do? And so they said, leave him in the crate. We'll send someone in the morning. I was like, so if the dog had rabies, then what? Like, what? So that's what happened. First thing in the morning, animal control did show up at the house. The guy got close to Judge, but Judge is still inside of the crate. And Judge starts freaking out. We open the crate and Judge gets to the edge of the door and starts like barking, almost like growling at the guy, like he wants to attack the guy. And the guy was like, close the crate. And he was like, did you guys see any other animal? A bat, like a skunk, a raccoon, something? And we were like, we don't know. He was like freaking out on that side. He went to check him. The dog gets on him and we just don't know. So he says something triggered him. He blacked out. That's what it looks like. Juan has bandages because we bandaged him up. And the guy was like, can I see your injuries? And when Juan showed him the injuries, he said, you need to go to urgent care or the hospital like right now. Get that cleaned up properly. More than likely, you're going to need like a tetanus shot and to get checked for rabies and all that. And we're like, are you freaking kidding me? Like the last thing I need. And then you don't want to Google, right? Because when you Google rabies in humans, yeah, Juan had to go immediately. The guy said, look, I recommend you allow me to take the dog. We don't know what's going on. And I had Cam like this, holding her. He goes, you have kids in the house. He's going to have to be on a watch. And we would watch him for 2 weeks, test him and see what's going on. But you have a child, we don't know what triggered him, what's really going on. Leaving him here is your choice. Because we were like, ugh, I didn't want to have them take him. And he says, look, we could leave the dog here. There's no way to test him unless you allow us to take him and watch him. Either way, if I leave, you're signing a waiver saying that I gave you the offer. And whatever happens, happens. And, you know, it's on you. And we were like, crap. And he goes, but I don't recommend that because you have a baby in the house. And I was like, this freaking sucks, man, you know? And so, and the girls were sad to see them take the dog. It was either having another injury like this or maybe something worse like Cam, because Cam was opening doors already, Cam opening the door and him coming at her. We've seen so many horror stories in the news of dogs attacking children and attacking adults. One got hurt, but it could have been worse. So at this point, we signed the paperwork and I saw them take that dog was freaking out. They had to transfer him from one crate to the other and he put up a fight. He was very aggressive and everything, but we had to sign paperwork and they had to take him. Juan did go, got his tetanus shot. He got tested for everything, got everything cleaned up. Took him a little bit to heal. They gave him antibiotics and it became a thing. And it was scary, man. Like it was really scary because he was such a good dog until there was at some point, there was a freaking turning point. And yeah, so that's what happened. I do get a lot of questions and it was a long story to really give full detail, so that's why I never actually went into it in the beauty channel. Oh, they're gonna build another house. I'm telling you, these developers are buying land like crazy and they built them in like 3 months, 4 months. They're beautiful houses. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm getting home now. This was a long car chat with Yari, but that's because Walmart took forever. Walmart took for freaking ever to yeah, tú sabes. I'm lying. It took him like 7 minutes. I'm such an ass sometimes, I know. My back hurts. Sometimes it feels good, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, look at that. This stupid little tripod from Five Below did not fall. It lasted. And with my luck, that shit will fall now. Anyway, so I'm gonna pull in to my driveway. I'm gonna put my comprita in, you know, because my groceries need to be brought in. They're not gonna come in on their own. And let me open the garage. And I gotta make breakfast and I gotta get to filming. So I hope this is not a really long one, but I hope it's long enough to where you guys like it. I hope this car chat was kind of fun. Okay, I'm gonna go put my compra away and I'll see you guys later.